Hi, everybody. I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. Look, make sure y'all like this video, like my videos, because so the algorithm can pick up. Yes. All right. This one's called Trouble on 63rd. Yes. This was in Chicago, 63rd Street in Chicago. And I was on the L platform. It was late in the evening, and it was cold as a frosty snowman. Yeah, cold as a frosty snowman. Yeah. So I had a long tweed coat, that comes down past your knees. So I was standing there on the platform by myself in the dark because it was cold, so it was like in November or October or November, one of those. So I'm standing there, and this train is not coming, you know. So I'm standing there on the platform, standing there, pacing back and forth, pacing back and forth. Then a dude started walking towards me, and I started thinking, my spidey senses kicked in. I started saying, okay, all right, get ready. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and this. If he come to me wrong. So the guy came up there, and he walked over there near me, and he said, and I looked at him, and he was a mark. He was a mark. You can see he was a mark. So he said, "Hey, buddy, uh, you got a light? You got a light?" So I reached in my pocket for my lighter, because I used to smoke back then. So I was lighting it, and I kept my eyes on him because I've learned that always keep your eyes on your opponent, or a potential opponent. Always keep your eyes on them. So I kept my eyes on him, and I was trying to light the cigarette, and then I lit it. And he said, "Thanks, buddy." You always supposed to keep your eyes on your opponent, even when lighting a cigarette. If you pay attention to lighting, somebody can steal on you. So after I lit a cigarette, he walked over there by the bench and sat down on it. I was standing. I didn't dare sit down. I was standing. So then later on, we sitting there waiting on the train, waiting on the train, waiting. So 30 minutes was approaching. So, and that's unusual for to be waiting for a train. So we still standing there. I'm looking down the track and stuff like that. Then another guy came up. Now this guy had a trench coat, a long trench coat on. So my spider senses start tingling again. So he approached me. He said, "Hey man, give me a cigarette." I said, "I don't got none," and I just continued to you know look down the track. So he went to the other guy who was smoking. He said, "Give me a cigarette, man. Give me a cigarette." So the guy took the cigarettes. I said, "Oh, sure, buddy. Here, here." And he said, "Yeah, yeah." He took the pack, took one out, then took the pack and put it in his pocket. So the guy said, "Hey, buddy. Hey, hey. Those are my cigarettes." He said, "What? Whose cigarettes? Whose? Whose cigarettes you said?" He said, "Man, I was trying to get the pack back." He said, "What? You cool? You cool? You cool, ain't you? You cool, right?" And dudes just said, "All right, all right." He said, "All right, man." So he continues to smoke his cigarettes, and he had a whole pack in his pocket. So I didn't say nothing. I ain't no hero. So I'm standing there. Then I started thinking. I said, "I want to do this guy got a gun," because I didn't have a weapon on me. All I had was a blade. So if he would have up a strap on me, it was nothing I could do. but run, So I was thinking I can run across the tracks on the up to the other platform, Avoid the third rail. Yes. Always avoid that third rail because that's where you get electrocuted. Yes, I knew that. So I'm standing there, and then finally I said, "Man, this train ain't never gonna come. I'm leaving." So I started walking. I walked down the platform and caught a bus. I was trying to get to 47th Street, but the train never came. So I jumped on the bus. As soon as I get on the bus and the bus driver, the first stop that the bus driver stopped at, two guys got on the bus and they pulled their straps out. Said, "Hey, everybody, put your money in this bag right here." So when they said that, I said, "Oh my goodness. I got to go through all of this just to get from 63rd to 47th Street?" So I was sitting near the back door. So all of a sudden I said, act like I was fumbling around in my pocket, and phew, I took off. Beep, beep. Gone. Gone. I ran off the bus, and several other people followed behind me, ran behind me. They scattered out. We scattered out. But I feel sorry for the people on the bus because they all got robbed. So I was having problems with public transportation, so I figured I can walk it. So I walked, cut down the street, walk. Then I got to King Drive, to 48th and King Drive. All right, 48th and King Drive. I started walking down. As soon as I crossed under the L platform, I encountered like about six dudes just standing there on the corner. So I stopped. I said, "Oh my goodness, this will be the third time." So I just said, whoosh, popped it out, and I had it down by my side, and I walked, and I didn't cross the street because look, what I've learned from being in the hood for a long time is that when you cross the street, you become a target. Then, yep, that means you're a mark. You crossing the street to avoid something. So I just kept walking. Excuse me. Walked through them, and they said, "Man, look at that Joker. What he got? He got a blade on him, man. He got a blade. Look, he walking with a blade." And I just kept walking, kept walking, kept walking, kept walking. So then I finally got to my block. So I was happy, but I learned a valuable lesson about the public transportation. After that, I really made it a point to get me a car then. Yes, I made a point to get me a car, you know, because it's dangerous on public transportation, especially if you're a young male. Very dangerous. And it was dark already. It started getting dark at around 6 o'clock. So I'm telling you, man, it was terrible, man. When I got home, I kind of prayed, that I made it home. But goodness gracious, that's how it is in the hood. Yeah. All right, you guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos with your family. Share it with your friends. Share it with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. Alright, y'all. Make sure you like this video. Okay? Peace. Adios. Salamat.
Salamat po!